There's a lot of vroom vroom and skirt and blam blam and kaboom in this movie again, even though it's a spin-off movie.
I'm SirDinosaur from Planet X, and now it's time for a movie review.
Okay, yeah, so this is a spin-off. That means it's part of the Fast and Furious, universe or whatever, but it's not one of the main movies. It's still got two of the main characters, though, so you're kind of supposed to watch it if you want to totally get the other ones, I think. Honestly, I figure if you like the other 8 movies in the series, you'll probably want to watch this one because it's similar enough. So there's a lady named Hattie Shaw who is the Shaw brothers' sister. She works for MI6, so she's British, and her team is supposed to get the super virus thing before the bad guys do. The bad guy is this dude named Brixton Lore, and he's got robot implants in his body that give him superhero powers, kinda. Okay. He kills everybody except Hattie, who takes the virus and gets out of there. Brixton makes it look like she killed her whole team and stuff, so she's on the lam. Then we see Hobbs and Shaw going through their morning routines, and we see how they're different people. Hobbs eats a ton of eggs and drives a big truck and lifts heavy weights, while Shaw has a more refined omelet-type breakfast and drives a sports car and wears a suit. Hobbs goes on a mission, and Shaw goes on a mission, and they're both tough guys. Then they both get some family time. Hobbs spends time with his kid at a restaurant in LA, while Shaw goes to visit his mother Magdalene because she's in jail now. Magdalene is all hey Deckard, remember when you and your sister got into trouble as kids? Because this movie is pretending that Shaw had a sister the whole time and that the writer didn't just make that up for this movie and say, whoops, we didn't think about that in the last 3 movies with Shaw people in them, so now I gotta do a retcon. Back at the diner, a CIA guy says, hey, I got a mission for you, and for some reason I got a Pacific Islander tattoo even though I'm not a Pacific Islander person. And I'm dude, are you trying to get stomped? Yeesh. Then Hobbs and Shaw meet up because they're both told about the virus thing, and they're all hey dude, I don't like you, grrr. But they agree to work together. Shaw goes to Hattie's apartment for info, but she's not there and some bad guys attack him. Hobbs does find Hattie, but she starts a fight with him. She gives Hobbs some trouble at first, but eventually Hobbs is yeah, I'm bigger than you. You're coming with me to the CIA office. So they blah blah for a little bit, and then Shaw shows up and is yo Hobbs, that's my sister. But then the bad guys show up and they fight more. The bad guys kidnap Hattie and they all fall off a skyscraper, but in a controlled way with cables so they don't all go splat. Then they get on the ground and fight even more. Then Hobbs and Shaw and Hattie all get in the car together, and finally they're doing car stuff now. The good guys are in a car and the bad guys are on motorcycles, and the good guys get out of there, but Brixton's company apparently has control of the media or whatever, so he frames Hobbs, Shaw, and Hattie as bad guys. Hobbs, Shaw, and Hattie find this guy named Professor Andraco who made the virus that Hattie found, and apparently the point of the virus was to deliver vaccines quickly, but Brixton and the bad guys might use it to kill people, so they got a problem. Either they cremate Hattie before the virus is activated, not an option, or they have it taken out of her with this super secret device thingy at the bad guy facility in Ukraine. So after some goofiness at the airport, they fly to Ukraine. When they get there, they meet Shaw's ex-girlfriend Margarita. They still seem pretty close though. She gives them a bunch of guns and they leave. Hobbs and Shaw and Hattie get into the bad guy facility, and there's a bunch of fighting and running around. It goes well at first, but then it doesn't go so well, and Hobbs and Shaw get captured by Brixton. Whoops. There's a lot of action, and I mean a lot. Too much, honestly. This part goes on for a really long time, and there's no story. It's just a lot of fighting and running around and stuff. Eventually, they get the device thingy to get the virus out of Hattie, but it gets busted during the chase and fighting and stuff, so they all get out of there, but they gotta fix it. So they go to Hobbs' family home in Samoa, where his brother is this genius mechanic who can fix it. Hobbs' family has been beefing with him since Hobbs gave up the criminal father to the authorities. All the same, his brothers and mom are begrudgingly happy to see him. It's nice to be in a new kind of location and take a break from the craziness for a bit. And the movie remembers to have ideas and stuff. You get the sense pretty quickly that Hobbs' brothers are mad at him because he didn't prioritize family the way that Dom did in the original movies. Makes sense. Eventually, Hobbs' brother Jonah helps repair the device thingy for Hattie. Hobbs and Shaw and Hattie and Hobbs' family gear up for battle since they know Brixton is going to show up. He does, and they fight a lot, but then Hattie is kidnapped again. Brixton tries to get away in a helicopter, but Hobbs and Shaw hook a chain from a truck to the helicopter so it can't fly off. Hobbs and his family hook multiple vehicles together and keep the helicopter from escaping. Hobbs and Shaw defeat Brixton, and someone from the bad guy company kills him using a remote control command or something, so he falls in the water and dies. Okay. Dang, the action sequence was also really, really long. I think it's too much of a good thing. But, yeah, I guess that's it. This movie has a lot of action, but to be honest, it gets kind of repetitive. Eventually, you gotta take a break from all the action stuff and have people talk, and then you gotta take a break from the talking and get to the action. It feels like there's too much of both. Also, it's crazy violent per usual, so not for kids.